Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, August 13th, 2019. And oftentimes we come across different frequencies. Picture if you could literally sense and feel those frequencies, not only from you, from yourself, but for all others. And imagine what that would be like. It could be very interesting for some people. Now, we have a very short period of time in these bodies, currently. And we look at 70, 80, maybe 90, 100, whatever. And then we reflect upon, how far you've traveled, and the current now. See, oftentimes when we go in the past and we review things, and we catch ourselves saying, "Well, I don't have much time left," and we, again, because of that, we bring in worry, stress, and fear of the future. This is why it is so important to go with the flow. It is imperative that we do that because we get caught up in the planning game, structuring game. Okay? And I'm not saying that planning is a negative. I'm saying that you plan things, but you also know that I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, I've got this laid out, but I'll just go with the flow. See how things unwind. So if we practice caring about each and everything, and where we don't make a distinction between the great and the small. Maybe cleaning the countertop, and you do it with tremendously deep care, as if it is the body of the beloved. And each indifferent act becomes a slow suicide or a slow death. So be overflowing with things. This is where humanity misses out. It's like someone saying, "Oh, I got to mop the floor," and "Oh, I dread it. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it." And it's a drudgery. It's a hurry up, and instead of loving and enjoying mopping the floor with your hands and your arms, and watching as you clean the floor, and embrace just everything that we do, that we take for granted, and we do. And how many times do we? All of us at times will. We ridicule and we cut down things, and we complain about things, and again, it goes into the vibrational frequencies. And when you do this, it attracts more of the same, even the littlest things. And how many times have we sat there to ourselves and said, what's the point of it all? And sooner or later, guys, no matter where we're at some point in this infinite journey around the sun, each and every one of us will experience a deep sensation of being completely lost. It's inevitable. And we all go through the experience of not having a clue which is the best direction for us to be going. Whether it be your job, your relationship, your health, your family, your spiritual path, you are guaranteed to experience a time before you move out of that body where you will not have any confidence or certainty in where you're going and what you're doing. Okay? So before you leave that body, you will come to a point where you will not have any confidence or certainty in where you're going or what you're doing. This is pretty much across the board. And when that happens, it's quite simple. When the sensations of confusion and trepidation flood the brain, and they make you believe everything is not as it should be, this is what people do the opposite of. Do not resist them. Do not resist them. Simply treat each one as a doorway to the divine, to source. Give yourself permission to greet the lost experience intimately. As if source was standing on your front porch in the middle of summer waiting for you with a tall glass of lemonade. Meet the experience fully and drink it in deeply. Bend over and kiss the ground it walks on, and do not try to change it in any way. The experience of feeling lost in our lives is actually the realm of infinite possibilities in a great disguise. Source, the universe is presenting a higher path for you to take, and because the old path you were on was worn out and making you lazy, and when life becomes too comfortable, see, we need an adventure to take over. We need to step out and try something new. And the new opportunities awaiting you may cause the mind to freak out, because it may try to jump on all of them and none of them at once. You see the confusion there? You see why we get to the point where we feel like we're totally lost? You may even fail to see the possibility of just sitting silently all day long, watching the grass grow and listening to the birds sing their song. Fail to even see the possibility of just sitting silently all day long, watching the grass grow and listening to the birds sing their song. See, our minds are so busy, so determined, and so focused on getting somewhere other than here now. Okay? That's where the mind is. It's always focusing in the future and the past, and the future and the past, and the future and the past, and the future and the past. And it's going at lightning speed instead of the now. So, our minds actually don't know, it doesn't know what it feels like to be truly in here, in the now. And it doesn't understand how feeling completely lost could actually be your ultimate vacation and final destination from the perpetual workhorse the mind is constantly riding. Now, if you watch the mind vigilantly, you'll see it. Watch the mind from the heart mind vigilantly. You'll see it as always focusing on something, continuously working 24/7. machine starts to question its motives, it might make you start thinking that you are off track. And when that occurs, pay super close attention to the mind for several minutes and notice what your goals, desires, and priorities are in life. Write down all these ideas, and more importantly, write down what will allow you to be at least at ease, even if these needs are not met. And here's an interesting, which I feel is a very, very impactful quote from Carl Jung. Enlightenment is not about imagining figures of light, but of making the darkness conscious. Right? We all can find freedom by asking ourselves, what do we most need to let go of? Attachment to right now. Feel deeply relaxed and at ease in the very moment, in the now. Explore what belief systems you need to release and what it feels like to just trust life and be relaxed as you are. This goes right into the boat on the water, on the river, going downstream with no oars. And not really being concerned about it at all. Watching the shorelines, looking around, and just allowing things to flow in the now. And see, when you realize that you are the eternal observer, the pure, innocent, unattained witness, you will never feel lost again, because you'll know that every juicy moment is a ticket home. And the more you watch the mind, the easier life becomes. The more you watch the mind, the easier life becomes. Because when you can see how it tends to cling to certain ideas and repels others away, you stop buying into the drama of it all. Ultimately, the mind does not have a clue where to find safety and security in the world. It simply cannot, because the outer world is constantly changing. And the mind simply needs to know how to sit back, be still, allow for every little thought to pass on through. Remember that Source, that the universe has billions, trillions of ways to keep us all humble and fascinated all at the same time. Surrender to every which way and possible direction you could be going, and eventually it will drive you deep within. Approach all confusion, indecision, or lost feelings with this sense of divine exploration. And curiosity for this will result in real appreciation. And it takes a true master to do this. Yet, it is not that hard. Simply surrender your egos, all too important agenda, to the pure joy of exploring every little experience you have along the way. You should know that the universe will continuously keep providing you with the experience of feeling lost, so that one day you truly give up searching out there and uncover this wonderful, warm, fuzzy home within yourself. All those moments of indecision and fear backward and suddenly cause everything to come to a complete stop. And this full stop is the vehicle we all need to transcend the mind and find the spiritual path inside. This is one of life's wondrous gifts to help us discover what meditation really is. Without the experience of confusion, we would all be very, very lost and confused. All right? Without the experience of confusion, we would all be very, very lost and confused. Be cautious of the mind. For whenever your mind doesn't know what you should be doing with your life, it might start making you believe that something is wrong with you. It may start to judge and condemn you, saying there must be a deep personal issue you need to investigate with a counselor. The ego starts to become afraid that all its great efforting was for nothing. It doesn't want you to do nothing, for you will soon find out that you already have all the answers within you. And the ego mind doesn't want to give up being in charge of life. It would rather sacrifice your self-esteem than surrender. Only in deep surrender is there stillness. And the path to opening the heart to total freedom is by going through the fire that we purify and are reborn. The best path is to use your disbelief and doubt as a doorway to the reveal, a deeper truth of who you really are. Doubt is always our initial guide to find freedom because it has no objective, agenda, or fixed opinion. It is always wavering, thinking it could be this or that, which forces you to drop deeper into the heart. And when you surrender to it all, and you drop deep inside, you'll see that the trust was always here, inside your heart, as your real guru and guide, the heart mind. If you can quiet your mind for 1 minute, you can hear what it's saying to you. Listening to the heart is easy when you put the world on the back burner. It just happens on its own. And when you relinquish all attachment to the end result and give in to the simplicity of being purely here in the now, most of us, however, are so trained and goal-oriented that we cannot hear the longing of the heart and often reject any wobbling experience that may make us feel derailed from our normal path. It is such a good thing that there are so many distractions in life. Otherwise, we would be like automated, automized robots. Never discover what the real spiritual journey is about. So do not be afraid of it. Do not be afraid of life. Know that each moment is the sacred source revealing itself to you. Just be deeply honest and stop hiding your light from the world. Whatever it is that you really, really, really want in life can be yours. And the secret is to know how to change your vibration and attitude so that you can receive it. You must dive beneath the surface into your innermost being and discover the power that you truly have. And once you bring a halt to the mind chatter, you will find out what really makes your heart go pitter-pat and experience every moment of life is taking on the most amazing, rich flavor you have ever tasted. You are the source. All of us are the source. Every single thing we need is deep within us. Deep within is the meditation And the first step to relaxation is to move into the now. Be in the now. Always. Practice, practice, practice until it's automatic. You are in the now. You are not in the future. You are not in the past. You are not bringing the past and creating your future. You are only in the now. Everything in your past is gone. It's over. It's done. But if you give it attention, it will remain alive. It will influence your future. It's the same with going into the future of that which is not now. And once you go into this now, and you still the mind, body begins to respond by relaxing. Shoulders drop. Stress in the lower lumbar area are relieved. You become more comfortable, quiet, peaceful, at ease. And being in the now and relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. And you want to breathe in through the nose, breath in through the nose, and breathe out through the mouth, breath out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And when you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and then exhale through the mouth. For those of you who are new, the reason that we do this is because it focuses us on the now. Because the breath is only in the now. It cannot be anyplace else. So when you focus on the breathing, you hold it for 3 seconds. You do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. It helps still the mind. Since we only breathe in 16 to 18% oxygen, because most of us take our breathing for granted, and we shallow breathe. Not good for the body at all. And as we breathe in divine positive energy. Divine positive energy is from Source. It's from the collective consciousness of the universe. It's from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Guess what? It's all housed deep within you. And the communication is constant. All you have to do is still the mind, and you will hear it. You are all that you will ever need. You are the source. You're part of the source. You are the kingdom of God. You are God. You're the mind of God. So the deeper you go in within yourself, the more you are going to relax, the more you surrender, the more at ease you will become, and the more your existence will just flow. All of the things that you desire will no longer be trapped. They will flow to you. Going deep within you, understanding all of this is paramount, because it is what you are. It's what's within the body. And embracing this, surrendering to it, alters your existence to higher frequencies. breathe out, you breathe out things of chatter, of busyness, of incessant mind chatter, going in every direction, constantly, continuously, 24/7. It's like a buzz. It's like just a buzz all the time. And you sit back within yourself, with your heart mind, and you just view. That's it. You just view. Your mind will get the message quite quickly. So will the ego. We fold in to the heart mind. Heart mind brings us deeper and deeper within. Float up into the neck, above the heart. For an effortless, free form, we are in the now. We still the mind by being only in the now. We ask anything we choose of ourselves, and we will be answered. We also are met with our God. We merge immediately, embrace our God embraces us. We form one, the now. This gives us great release, great surrender, moving in and being at ease, surrendering to that which we are, to the God within. We are the heaven, we are the earth. We bring them together to create the paradise. We move into the civilization of the universe, the opposite of what we're currently engaged with, the universe of anti-civilization. And we know this by going deep within. We find ourselves completely encased in perfect spheres, part of that which we are. Emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. Violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. White fire. Purple transmuting flame. Violet ray. Golden white pink light. Source of the feminine and the masculine. Mother, Father, God. Prime source creator God. Our family. All of this at high harmony, high vibration frequency, immersing us in pure, deep, eternal love, pure humbleness, the low frequencies are dispersed, vaporized. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. And the circle of light sits at the equator, this planet Earth. And the actual light is generated by the energy that we are within, the God force, the source of creation. We are the God energy. And we encase this entire planet in perfect sphere itself, graced with deep, 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 eternal love. It literally cleanses and purifies and uplifts all frequencies into the higher happiness, generosity. You feel it. It saturates everything. We begin to move up above the planet effortlessly. As we move up, we are immediately compelled to call upon the other parts of Source, of the One, our other brothers and sisters, all the light energy beings, who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love, in all densities, all dimensions, all universes, all existences, beyond the ribbon of creation. They are in generosity and peace and kindness and tranquilness, benevolence, humbleness, and they come in the gugaplexes. One gugaplex fills this universe. It fills, we spread into other universes. They are in the deepest of eternal gratitude. And we are in the deepest of eternal gratitude. We are all one, and we are all love. And our energy, our deep eternal love energy expands. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels, all of this civilization, who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love, who are in generosity, benevolence, peace, tranquilness. Humbleness. They have assisted us for eons in kindness and compassion, care and understanding. And they come in the trillions, arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. And they are in the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. We are in the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our light energy expands. We call upon the Ascended Masters, those who have ascended out of body, who have left the Matrix, who have returned and take the risk of being trapped back in it, to assist this civilization in kindness, and understanding, and compassion, peacefulness. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Moria, Abundantia, just to name a few. Many, many more. And they join us arm in arm, hand in hand. And they are of the deepest eternal gratitude. We're of the deepest eternal gratitude. And we are all one, and we are all love. And our light energy continues to expand. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, all of the inhabitants and civilizations who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love, who are in generosity and kindness and benevolence and tranquilness, who are in humbleness, peace, joy. And they come in the billions. join us arm in arm, hand in hand. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. We are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. And we are all one. We are all love. And our light energy expands. We call upon all of the off-worlders, all of the galactics, who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, who are in generosity, peace, kindness, compassion, humbleness, joy, benevolence. They have been assisting us in our evolution. They have been assisting us in our enlightenment, our ascension, and also freeing ourselves from our self-imposed bondage and slavery. They are in the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude, and we are in the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. They join us arm in arm, hand in hand. We are all one. We are all in the deepest, eternal gratitude. And we are all love, and our light energy expands. We call upon all our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this life and all the lifetimes that we've inhabited. They are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest, highest eternal love. They are in generosity, peace, joy, kindness, passion, humbleness. And they join us arm in arm, hand in hand, in billions. And they are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude, and we are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our light energy continues to expand. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet, in this now. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. Fairies, sprites, the elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the minotaur, all of them, and many, many, many more. And they come arm in arm, hand in hand, and they join us in numbers and shapes and sizes and colors that we have never laid our eyes on before. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude, and we are of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. And we are all one, and we are all love, and our light energy expands. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. Our meditative sphere is that center circle. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all dimensions, all existences, all universes, all densities, beyond the ribbon of creation, where universes haven't even been formed yet. And it saturates all that it comes in contact with. It harmonizes frequencies into the highest, deepest eternal love. And it keeps expanding. It floods us. We feel our heads, we feel our entire bodies inside and out be flooded and saturated. This deep knowingness, this deep eternal source energy of that of which we are. It gives us all of our answers of any question we may have. We find it deep within us. We surrender to it. We are relieved. We become watchers. Our minds are still. Everything begins to flow towards us and not away. We step out of our own way. We monitor our minds. We are housed in the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love of that which we are. We look upon the planet, we see all, feel all of our brothers and sisters, the other gods. We flood and saturate them with extremely deep eternal gratitude, extremely deep eternal love. And extremely still of the mind. And we watch and experience as the entire civilization begins to arise, begins to elevate, begins to awaken, shedding all of the attachments of this anti-civilization universe, embracing step by step the universe of the civilization. Feel it, flow with it. Massive shift that we are engaging is far-reaching, is unending, is eternal. Feel the joy, bliss, happiness, peace, stillness of your minds. Join you in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. is about each and every one of us really seriously, deep and internally mastering. It's all about mastering. It's all about surrendering to our gods within us and stilling the mind and being the watchers of the mind through the heart mind and just literally flowing without bringing any obstructions. This is by being in the now, stilling the mind, and literally being in total peace. When you begin to do this, and you begin to do it more and more, you will see, and you will feel, you will experience complete and total bliss, and your frequencies will continually soar. We will be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern, August